Today we're here to talk about how the government's power of eminent domain impacts condominium and homeowners associations in New Jersey. We've seen a rise in the use of the power of eminent domain with the infrastructure projects that are going on in New Jersey. Most often, we've seen them where the power lines are being extended with larger areas, natural gas pipelines, as well as road and bridge projects. When a condominium or homeowners association is confronted with a possible loss of property from the government, what do they really need to do? First, you have to understand that the government must file a lawsuit before it could take your property. So the government cannot just come on and take your property, but they must file a lawsuit and get a court order. Second, you have a right to challenge the amount of money that the government's going to pay you. They have to pay you just compensation. You do not have to take the offer they give you. You have a right to challenge that. Third, you have a right to challenge the government's legal authority to take the property. The government must cross their T's and dot their I's in order to have the power of eminent domain. One of the most important things for the success of a case is putting together a very good team consisting of a lawyer and appraiser, and in some cases, an engineer and land planner. The most difficult cases are where the government's only taken a part of your property. You're entitled to be paid for the value of the property they're taking and the damage to the property that you keep. We call those damage to the remainder or severance damages, and those could be very complicated because you're entitled to one bite at the apple. So when you settle a case with the government on the amount of just compensation, it covers present damages as well as future damages of how the taking may impact your property. The final thing is, if you want to settle with the government and it involves common property, this often can be a problem. You have to go back and look at your governing documents, your master plan, your declaration, and bylaws to determine what you need to do to make a voluntary conveyance of common property. Sometimes you have to get the consent of mortgagees, or sometimes it's just notice. We hope these tips help you in the event the government comes knocking, looking to take part of your property.